Grand Island, Hastings, and Kearney local forecast with meteorologist Kit Cloninger.
Well, we are still seeing some fairly clear skies around the area, although there are some high-level clouds coming in from some thunderstorms way out west in Colorado and the Panhandle that we're starting to see encroach across our skies. Looking here across the O'Neill area, we can see sort of that edge of those clouds, especially in Kearney. You can see the edge of the clouds coming in. For someone who's a star lover like I am, an astrophotographer as well, trying to plan a shoot tonight to get some pictures of some stars or some deep sky objects, and I'm really hoping those clouds will hold off for the next several hours tonight, at least come in later, and then I will be out there shooting. But I usually go up to around Greeley County. Great dark skies out there. One of the best things about Nebraska is you can drive less than a half-hour away and be darker than most of the eastern seaboard. Looking at satellite and radar right now, we've got hot and breezy conditions that are going to continue over the next couple of days. Not necessarily hot right now after sunset, but here's that line of thunderstorms that have spread across those clouds across the western part of the state, and those are going to continue over the central part of the state over the next several hours tonight. Looking at satellite and radar here on the closer picture, we've got those clouds coming up a little closer to the O'Neill area. There's going to eventually start to thin out and dissipate overnight tonight. I usually go up right about here, just outside of Walbach, for a good spot for some nice sky viewing. Temperatures right now around 80 degrees, 77 in Holdrege, 73 in Norton, Kansas, 84 up in Valentine, though. We've had this trend of warmer to the north and cooler to the south over the last several days into last weekend as well. We've had that southern breeze as well, still bringing in that warm air to the area, adding that blowtorch effect, especially through the weekend when we had winds gusting upwards of 30 miles per hour a couple of days in some places. So not quite as breezy as it has been, which is also good for stargazers. You don't want the atmosphere to be dancing around too much, especially if you're taking pictures of stars like I will be. Otherwise, it starts to dance around, twinkle those stars just a little bit too much for a camera. As we head through Futurecast, we're not looking at a whole lot of rainfall, and honestly, it's not modeling the cloud cover very well. So we've got to keep a couple of things in mind with this. But as we progress through, as we head into Tuesday afternoon, maybe a few clouds around the area, and then we'll have a line of some thunderstorms coming through the area as we head overnight into early Wednesday. This is also going to be the case as we head into Thursday, but it might get a little bit closer to the Tri-Cities. That's actually just outside of the range, but we see how that line dissipates eventually by the time it gets to the Tri-Cities. It looks like on Thursday morning it's not going to quite dissipate and might actually push all the way through. Like I said, it's beyond the end of this model here. In the meantime, low temperatures tonight dropping back into the 60s, so it is going to be a pretty mild start to the day tomorrow, so that's going to set us up for a very warm, hot afternoon. As we head through the day, we're already in the 80s before noon tomorrow. 82 degrees right there at the lunch hour, and 87 in the 4 o'clock hour, continuing to warm all the way up to around the 90-degree mark for most of the state. Some will be a little bit shy, some a little bit warmer. It'll just depend on where you are. 7-day forecast, we have those 90s continuing over the next couple of days, so we're going to see them warm up as we get progress towards Thursday there. We'll have a cold front coming into the area. Sometimes with a cold front, you can compress the air ahead of it and warm it up a little bit more. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But overall, the general trend will be about mid-90s. Some places, though, could make it to the upper 90s. When a cold front passes, we'll look at the chance for those thunderstorms there as we head into Friday. Cools us down to around 81 degrees, a couple degrees below average. Our morning lows back closer to average there in the 50s. But as we head into the weekend, looks like we warm right back up into the 80s and 90s. Sarah?
Thank you very much.